So this was a last week exercise, covalent bonding. If you have any doubt or a question related to this, you can ask. Question number 1. Any doubt? Question 1. This was a last week chemistry homework. Any doubt in question 1?
So could you also state answer for each question?
Okay, sure. So for question number 1, the correct answer for this one is C. C is the right answer. Question number 2, any doubt? The correct answer for question 2 is also C. If any question you have doubt, I will give an explanation. Otherwise, I'll just state the answer and move on. Question 3. Any doubt in question 3? The correct answer for question 3 is also C.
Sir, what is the answer for B? Question 2
C.
and question 1?
C as well. All of them. A, 1, 2, and 3, all of them C is the right answer. Question 4. Any doubt in question 4? The correct answer for question 4 is B.
Sir, I have a doubt.
Sure, I will explain. Graphite and diamond both are the forms of the carbon. Which row shows the number of the carbon atom in covalently bonded graphite? So when we draw the structure of a graphite, the graphite is a hexagonal ring. When we draw this hexagonal ring, you will see each carbon, how many bonds it is forming. It is forming 3 bonds. 1, 2, 3. See this one also? 1, 2, and 3. So each carbon is forming 3 covalent bonds. But when we talk about the diamond tetrahedral structure, and each carbon is forming 4 covalent bonds. So the question is, how many covalent bonds are there or covalently bonded to graphite and diamond? So in a graphite, there are 3 covalent bonds, where diamond, there are 4 covalent bonds. And this is also related to learning the structure of diamond and graphite. Is it clear? Yes, Ayan.
Yes, sir. Sorry, my mic wasn't opening.
Okay. Question 5. Any doubt in question 5 and 6? The correct answer for 5 is C. And 6 is D. Because electron transfer is there.
Sir, shouldn't it be B?
P react with the non-metal Q. Yeah,
Yes,
it should be B. Not D, B will be there. Because metal P is there, so the electron always transfer from metal to non-metal. And when electron transfer take place, so for question 6, B is the right answer. By mistake, I marked D, but B is the right answer. Question 7, any doubts? The correct answer for question 7 is C. Question 8, any doubt? The correct answer for question 8 is C. Question 9, any doubt? When we have a covalent molecule, they have a weak intermolecular force. So ethanol is a liquid at room temperature, which boiled at 78. Sodium chloride is solid at room temperature. It's an ionic compound. Which statement about the bonding in ethanol and sodium chloride is not correct? Each ethanol molecule is held together by weak covalent bond. Between the molecules, there is no covalent bond. That's why this statement is wrong. So for question 9, A is the right answer. Because we are looking for a wrong statement. You have a doubt in.
Sir, unfortunately, I forgot to circle it, so instead of circling, I've written a cross on it.
Okay,
I've
fine.
drawn a cross.
That's fine. If you, because look, in the exam, the final exam, you will not have, you will have this sheet, but you're not supposed to write the answer here. The separate sheet will be given, the bubble sheet in which you shade the
Teacher, you
answers.
mean like the scantron?
Yes, Abdul Mois?
I'm saying you mean like you'll be provided with a scantron.
Yeah, because like the thing is in exam, the final exam, you will have option like this, A, B, C, and D. And you will shade the correct answer in exam. You're not
So can
supposed
you
to.
again describe the forces between molecules?
The forces between the molecules are known as the weak van der Waals forces. We call them weak van der, and there are different types of forces between the molecule, but right now you're learning a weak van der Waals forces. So this is a single line, so there will be a pair of electron. This is a single line, so there should be a pair of electron. And there are two lines, so there should be two pairs of electron. But oxygen belongs to group 6, so group 6 oxygen should also have a two lone pair because group 6 shared group 6 shared two electrons and unshared are four. So the problem here, there is no unshared electron. When we talk about this, pairs are correct, but hydrogen does not have any unshared electron. That's why this is wrong. A pair of electron and the pairs of electrons and unshared electrons are two. So that's why C is the right answer. So it depends. You have to check the paired and the unpaired electrons as well. For question 9, which statement is not correct? Which is not the right statement? Each ethanol molecule is held together by weak. Like if we have one, this is a formula for ethanol. This is one ethanol molecule and this is another ethanol molecule. Between them, there's a weak force, but we don't say this is a covalent bond between the molecules. Within the molecule, there is a covalent bond, and covalent bonds are strong bonds. Between the molecules, there is a force, but that is called weak van der Waals force. So the question is, which statement is not correct? Each ethanol molecule is held together by a weak. Till here it is correct, but not the covalent bond. We will say weak covalent, weak intermolecular force or weak van der Waals force. That's why A is not the right. What about B? The ethanol molecules are held together by weak attractive force. That's right. The sodium ion and the chloride ions are held together by strong attractive force. Right. A sodium ion and the chloride ion held in a giant lattice. That's also correct. But so remember, in a covalent molecule, between the molecules, there is no bond. There is an attraction, and that attraction is a weak attraction. But there is no covalent bond between the two molecules here. That's why A is not the right statement. Is it clear? For question 10, the correct answer, the total number of shared pair of electrons, B is the right answer. Why B is the right answer for question 10? When we draw the structure, N2 means 2 nitrogen. Nitrogen belongs to group 5, so it will share 3. So how many number of shared pair of electron? So when we are looking a pair of electron, the shared pair of electron, so 3 shared pair of electrons are there. In C2H4, like 2 carbon atoms and 2 hydrogen atoms are there. So with each, so total 4. So 1, 2. So when we draw the structure of each of them, like I'm drawing the structure of each, nitrogen is there. This is the structure of a nitrogen. Then when we draw C2H4, this is C2H4. When we draw CO2, this is the structure of CO2. And when we draw the structure of the ethanol, this is the structure of ethanol. So when we check the options, N2 means like how many pairs, because we need the total number of shared pairs of electron. Pair means like when two electrons together. So this is one line is representing one pair. So how many pairs are there? 3 pairs. This one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 pairs are there. For this one, 1, 2, 3, 4 pairs are there. For this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 pairs are there. So each line is representing one pair of electrons. So for nitrogen, it should be 3, not 2. This is correct. For this one, carbon dioxide, it should be 4 pair of electrons. For CH3OH, it should be 5 pairs of electrons. That's why B is the right answer here. Question 11, any doubt? The correct answer for question 11 is A. Question 12, any doubt in question 12? The correct answer for question 12 is B. Because nitrogen belongs to group 5 share 3, and unshared will be 2. Question 13. Any doubt in question 13? The correct answer for question 13 is C. Carbon belongs to group 4, so share 4 electron, 2 with each oxygen, and oxygen will have 2 unshared electrons will be there, or 2 lone pairs are there, each oxygen. Question 14. Which compound is silicon 4 oxide? It should have a high melting point, high boiling point, and does not conduct electricity. So it matches with option D. Both silicon 4 oxide and diamond does not conduct, but graphite can conduct. Question 15. The correct answer for this one is A. Question 16. If you don't have a doubt, question 16, the correct answer for this one is B. If you have a doubt, just let me know, so I'll give an explanation for that. Question 17, potassium bromide is there, and methanol. The main question is here. Methanol is a covalent molecule where potassium bromide is an ionic compound. So for question 17, the correct answer is C, that potassium bromide, the attractive force between the oppositely charged ion is greater than attractive forces between the molecule. Because methanol, why there's a difference in the melting point? Because ionic compounds have strong intermolecular, like strong electrostatic attraction, where covalent molecules have weak forces between the molecules. Question 18. Any doubt in question 18? 18 is D is the right answer for 18. Because when we draw the structure of ammonia, nitrogen belongs to group 5, so group 5 will share 3 electrons. And unshared will be 2, the lone pair. So the question is, the bonding in a molecule of ammonia is ionic. That's wrong. Nitrogen atom has a noble gas configuration and hydrogen do not. No, when they form a covalent molecule, both have a noble gas configuration. Noble gas configuration means like the shell is complete. So this is not correct. Both shells are complete. When they form a bond, whenever atoms form a bond, they want to gain the stability. And to have the stability, they should reach a noble gas configuration. The nitrogen atom share all its electron. No, not all of its electron. Still the 2 unshared electrons are there. And there are 6 shared electrons. So 6 shared electrons are there. As you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They did not say a pair. Because 6 shared electron means 3 pairs are there. So 6 shared electrons are there and 2 unshared electrons. Question number 1, the structure question 1. Any doubt if you have question 1, part 1 and 2? Any doubt? Is hydrogen a metal or a non-metal? Hydrogen is not a metal. Part 2, sure. In a part 2, hydrogen is there. Look, we have a compound, nitrogen and hydrogen are there. So nitrogen, when you check the periodic table, which group it belongs to group 5. Group 5, they will share 3 electron. And how many unshared are there? 2 electron. And hydrogen share 1. So if hydrogen share 1, nitrogen share 1. Hydrogen share 1, nitrogen share 1. So, and then between the 2 nitrogen, they will share 1 with each. So 3 shared are done. And unshared are 2 electrons on nitrogen. So this will be 1, 2, and this will be 1, 2. So this should how the structure should look like for hydrogen or N2H4. This is also a rocket fuel used in, the hydrogen is also used in rockets as a fuel. Question 2, any doubt? 2 part 1 and 2. Any question or doubt in question 2? Question 3, any doubt? Question 3, part 1 and 2. Any doubt? Question 4, part A and B, A, B, C. Any doubt? A, B, C, D. No doubts? Question 5, any doubt in question 5? Question 6. Question 7.
Could you please explain question number 7? I did not get it.
Hydrogen sulfide is a simple molecular structure. So if it's a simple molecular structure, why hydrogen sulfide has a low boiling point? So simple molecular structure, what is the characteristic? That they have a weak force between the molecules. That
So
will
weaker
score 1.
forces, yeah.
Yeah, weak intermolecular force or weak force between the molecules. And the second mark, so less energy is needed to separate the molecule.
Sir, I've written doesn't require a lot of energy to
Yeah, that
overcome
will
that.
also score the mark. Does not require too much energy or large energy or small amount of energy to separate the molecule. That will score the mark. Question 8, any doubt? So whenever simple molecular structures are there, they always have a weak intermolecular force. So we need the less energy to separate the molecule. That's why they have a low melting point. Or less, you can also say weak intermolecular force, so less amount of energy is required to break the intermolecular force or separate the molecules from each other. So this was a weekly homework related to covalent bonding.